Hi, there are computers in my house that just lay dormant in my closet, and this is one of them. This is the machine. Oh my god, right? This is the machine. Let's ask that again. That's based on a AMD. That's the first time ever in my life that I bought an AMD, and it was actually because of you guys that says, hey, how is it performing on, etc., and there were issues with, and so I bought myself an AMD laptop, but not the very expensive. It's in mid-range, I would guess, or maybe lower mid-range even. So an AMD Ryzen 5 5500 with a Radeon graphics, and everything is fine, everything is working great. Now the topic of the video is updating. This is version 22.03.07, meaning there will be soon a release of 22.04, so April 01, beginning of April. It's an update video, and with updates comes knowledge, and the important word to remember is ArcoLinux keyring. And questions like these, right? What do I need to respond? The capital Y means if you do an enter, it's going to be yes. And this is my own, right? This is the Nemesis repo. All I did was make a distinction between ArcoLinux packages and Eric Dubois packages. We have made on ArcoLinuxB.com a tutorial to add your own repo. In my case, I've called it Nemesis repo. And anything that's on that repo can be added to your ISO. So you build your own ISO with your own icon themes, your own applications, coming from your own repository. That's all explained, and that's all it was, the yes there. So I don't think moving from March to April we have ArcoLinux keyrings problems, but remember, right? Remember the word ArcoLinux keyring. That's important, and it starts with ArcoLinux, and then tap, and you'll find the package that you need. We're going Wi-Fi, if that's important to you. I have a mouse that's via Bluetooth. Yep, connected via Bluetooth, so no, not a corded one. That's what I want to say. And INC, let's make this big. INC, oh my god, INC -B gives you some info if you want it. Sometimes it says super user required and such things more. It means literally sudo, right? So you get access, you can have access to the rest. What can we learn from things like that? I've called it Eric HP laptop. My god, right? 5.16.11, the kernel, distro, XFCE, laptop, HP laptop, 15s-eq2, and then something else. I probably can turn it around. There's a sticker somewhere. Nope, no sticker at the background. That's strange. There's no sticker at all. Okay, so I'll see my invoice. So model 887A, probably will find something online with that. 8/17/2021, so that says something about the age. It's a UFI, battery 99.5%, so hey, it kept actually kind of neutral, because last time I booted up -F was this February 26. Okay, so that's when I installed this version, I guess. And also there is Windows on this thing. I always say don't do it, right? Don't dual boot. In this case I've done that myself. So now we know it's an NVMe as well, not an SSD, and this is probably gonna be ArcoLinux. In the beginning you start with Windows. In this case I think it's still Windows 10, right? And then later on you'd let the Linux distributions decide what to do. I do believe I've made a different approach than last time. So here I have the FAT32 boot EFI partition rather than having it at the beginning. So we'll see what happens with my machine if I do it like that. And here is then, and that's NTFS for some reason. So at the back end there is still a little piece NTFS. Microsoft reserved partitions, EFI system. So the thought was I keep out of the EFI partition since he overrides Windows 10 stuff in there. So I've made a video how to overcome, but after updates it will override it anyway, so I have to do it all over again. So I thought, let's see in due time, in overtime, will something happen to these bits if I do it like this. Or no, I've allocated, I don't know, 1 megabyte, not important. Next 4. Voila. So that's me taking a look around. Important Linux packages have changed. Reboot is recommended. That's a good idea. But there is this video, right? So I'll reboot and I'll update Windows and I'll try to see if Linux is still there and such more. But basically, guys, don't. It's always frustrating when you can't get to either Windows, either Linux. So best thing is always a PC with Linux and a PC with Windows. But yeah, financially. Alright, cheers. Your one last thing, I just thought about it. It's stupid. It's really stupid. So Scale, that's, you check out what Scale is, right? You know what Scale is. But the thing is, there is nothing to do. Stay rolling. There is a file, and we're gonna call it nothing to do, right? There is nothing to run. Normally, there is something to run. Stay rolling version 1 sh, and you run that thing. But as you see, there is no change. So we're close, or sticking close, and that's the point. Stay rolling. We're close to the ISO. You don't need to do a clean install. Just update. Done. And a Scale. All right. Whoa, wait. Oh, stop. Save. Cheers.